Hey everyone, I'm trying something a little different today. I've always said I want to kind of expand and do more with my channel, and I've been saying that for several years, and now I'm actually getting to that point. This giant area you see around me, one day, relatively soon, hopefully, is going to be kind of like my new studio in my basement of my house. I'm kind of getting out of the back room that's being turned into an office for my wife and my long suffering and patient wife. So and she's gonna have a work from home office, and I'm gonna kind of be out here doing my thing. Uh, the reason why I'm even saying this is because I'm gonna start doing more of this stuff. I don't have my normal camera set up. I just have a pretty good webcam going right now. And I've been meaning to do more bloggy type things, and I've been meaning to do more bloggy type things about RPGs, and so that's what this is. And I'm going to be trying to do more of this because this is a much easier setup. This is something where I don't have to like get everything set up, and I can just roll and whatever. And there's a thing about RPGs like a grumbling I've had for quite a long time. And something that I actually was probably at fault for many, many years, and something that I've noticed when I'm running a game or when I'm playing in a game, I experience this mentality or this attitude, and it's something that I don't know. I mean, you might disagree with me, but I have a huge problem with. Plus, I'm in the process of the big Night Haunt army is coming out soon for Age of Sigmar. And so I have some old Spirit Host Night Haunts, and these are like probably the worst model to put together. They're very fiddly and annoying. And so I've been trying to put this guy together for a while, and I'm really annoyed with it. And so I'm kind of in an annoyed mood. So I thought I'd talk about something that kind of annoys me. All right, so D&D. And this is about D&D, and I guess you could like transpose it to other RPGs as well. But this is the idea that people people make characters that have like goals and ideas and whatever, but they're set up in a way that it goes against the grain of the group. Now this is not limited to just like characters like thieves and rogues and whatever. I mean, this definitely or assassins or like evil priests or whatever. But it is like it seems to be that like lots of times it's the outlier of the group that ends up being for whatever reason just like kind of at odds with the other people that are playing, and it can make the game difficult. Now, where am I going with this? So the point here is that in the past I've definitely made characters that like ultimately I knew we're gonna butt heads with the group at some point. And in some cases, there was a campaign that I played many, many years ago, where me and another player, my friend Matt, we both made thieves. And the idea was from the get-go was like, okay, well, we're just going to rob the party blind. Now, okay, so that is horrible, right? I'm already wrong for a million different reasons. God, I hate these novels. I'm already wrong for a million different reasons for creating this. But this was our idea. We thought that it would be fun to have like these two thieves that would just work together, and they would just conspire to just kind of put their not I mean, the goal would still be the same. We'd still try to save the kingdom or whatever, but we were going to try to hoard the money and like or make sure that we got the good equipment or whatever. And so much so that like the other players who kind of knew our mentalities when it came to this, there was this is back in like 3rd edition or 3.5, and Jason, my buddy Jason, actually took a mage character and took a mage a mage like what were those like prestige class. He took a prestige class called the Mind Bender. It was in one of the Splat books, And basically what the mind bender could do is he could like read a lot of he could read minds, and he could like charm and do all these things, and like he could kind of get to the bottom of what we were thinking, what we were doing, and so he purposely created, and then he also took like a bat familiar, with the whole goal of the bat familiar was that like the bat could like follow us, it could be quiet, if we were in darkness, the bat could see in darkness, so like he could send his familiar to like keep tabs on us and figure out what's going on. Now it doesn't really matter. I mean, like, we kind of were up against the group a lot of ways, but I remember we got into like a huge argument at some point, and like it was one of those things where like feelings were actually hurt, and after that instance of me playing that character, I kind of moved away from that because I kind of had a moment where I was like, yeah, I might be having fun, like running off by myself, hiding in the shadows, picking pockets of nobles or whatever. But I was causing an undue amount of stress on the other people of the party who were there to like play their way. Now, I mean, the argument is it's like, well, this is my character and this is what I'm making. But the thing is that myself and Matt, we kind of went out of our way to create a character or characters that were going to cause these problems. And we were, and admittedly, I had a blast playing my character. I can still remember that he was a coward. He would like run from every combat. He would run until he was far enough away that nothing could hit him, and then he would turn around and shoot his bow. He didn't take a point of damage until he was like in like sixth level or something like that, and then like and then I role played. He took like a four. He got surrounded and he got stabbed for like 5 points of damage. He immediately ran to the party cleric and asked for healing. So I mean, I was trying to play him up as me, but again, yes, amusing, kind of fun to play the character or whatever. But again, I was creating a character that was at the expense of everybody else. And so, and to a certain point, certain level, that works. I've definitely played with people that have played clerics that like have like demanded penance before they would heal them, or if it was an emergency, they would heal the player, but then they would expect like tithing to be made at their church, or else they wouldn't get healing in the future, things like that, where okay, it was annoying, instead of just throwing out, cure light wound spells like they were candy, like they were actually expecting people to like, give back to their god. So, I mean, there were things like that, but I mean, this was like the characters were like literally like taking stuff, from players, taking equipment that could have been used, that could have been better, and it put a lot of strain on the DM as well, because he's got to deal with us doing our secretive stuff away from the party. It was just not a good idea. And one of the things that stinks is that like when the big argument happened, I got asked point blank, why are you doing this? And I remember like the argument or the explanation I said was, well, this is what my character would do. And now when I'm thinking back, that's the dumbest argument ever. Like, this is what my character would do. No, you made a character that was going to do this. That isn't an excuse. I purposely made a character that was going to cause problems, that was going to cause issues with the rest of the group. And that was, and that, so when I realized that, when I kind of realized like, whatever, I kind of made a jerk of a character here. And mind you, he did die. He was slaughtered by the rest of the party. I forget what it was. There was some weird at the ending where, like we had to pick one side or the other, and like some of the party picked one side, the other party picked the other side, and we ended up fighting each other. And I remember like, as my guy, I literally said, as the guy was being like, killed, cut down, I remember like his last words are, "I don't deserve this. I don't it was like, so even at the very end, like he had a good death, I guess I should say. But the thing is that that's a dumb argument. Like I said, that is a dumb statement to make. Like, oh, well, that's what my character would do. No, you made a character that was going to be a jerk. And here's the deal, is like, if your enjoyment of your character comes at the expense of the other people sitting at the table, then why are you there? I mean, it's just you're not helping anything. So I guess, and the thing is that I've dealt with as a DM, even in my groups that I run now, I've dealt with people saying, well, my character just doesn't feel like they're able to, be themselves in the situation. Well, then maybe you need a new character. Maybe you need to have your character have like a revelation, and realize that, oh my God, I got them together. Maybe you need to have like a situation where uh you turn over a new leaf or something like that. And because remember, yes, you're there at the table to have fun and to play games and enjoy, but you're also there at the table to enjoy the company of your family and your friends. And it's really tough to enjoy the people that you're there at the table, at that table with, if you feel like they're trying to ruin your good time. So there you go. I mean, that's kind of like when you make your character, have a good idea, have them be quirky, have them be odd, have them, or her, I should say, and have them be like different, and give them like some little foibles and some things. Nobody wants just Joe Plate Mail the third. I'm here to kill guys. That's boring. Make Joe Plate Mail have like a burdensome curse that he feels, as far as like he has to die gloriously in battle, or make him so that like the sword he uses is his father's, and he'll no matter what he finds, as far as a magic weapon, he'll never trade out because he wants to honor his dad. Yeah, that's a a friction there. That's something that you can work with. You can incorporate into your story. You can incorporate like an idea of like, how am I going to get this sword of my father's enchanted? And move out. So like, as you gain levels, you need to get a better weapon. That's something you can do. That's a quest. That's something that the party can get behind. But don't make characters that are just going to, make it tough for the other people to enjoy their time playing D&D, because then you know what, you're probably going to be out there looking for another group to play with. So there you go. That's my little rant, I guess, as far as that goes. If you ever had a character that you thought, if you ever played a game with people that have made characters that are kind of like that, and you didn't know, and how did you deal with it? How did you like either convince that person to stop having a caustic presence at the party, or at the group, or like B, was it something where you had a character like that as well, and you had to like get past that and make a different character or whatever? I'd love to hear those stories. I love hearing role-playing game stories. So if you got something like that, go ahead and give it to me, and I'd love to hear it. So if you like these types of videos, please let me know. I plan on doing more of them, and I plan on doing a lot more of them, actually. I've got over 30 years of role-playing game stories and ideas and things, almost 40 actually, and I plan on sharing some of them with you over the, well, whatever, as I do these things. So until next time, I'm the Undead Viking. Thanks a lot for watching, and take care of yourself.